Oh, come on. I literally feel like I'm not going to be able to do this video today. You know, my bad. My bad. Just don't look at the stain on my clean shirt. I mean, it's bad enough that I almost ate cat food today. I got it in my mouth. And it was gross. It was really gross. We buy these little packs for our cat. It gets dry and gets these little wet ones. And on the back, there's a tab right here. So you pull this tab up, but my fingers are not what they used to be. And I'm pulling and I'm yanking and I'm pulling. And I just took my teeth and I went, and when I went, the liquid that's inside of this went inside my mouth. I felt like Tom Hanks on Big. Run into the bathroom, I'm washing my mouth out. Oh, and that's just one little tiny segment of my day. How's that? I actually got a shower in. When was the last time you guys saw me right after I took a shower? Because in the summer, I don't take showers till nighttime. And if I do a video, I'm usually either in the morning early or at the end of the day. And I'm like, so I actually got a shower in and I actually wash my hair. Oh, you gotta love life. You gotta love life. All of it. But I wanted to put on some makeup today just to have a little bit of a chit chat part 2 from the video that I put up yesterday, which is a very difficult topic, by the way. And I said to myself, you know, should I do something different? I'm waiting for new products to come in. So getting back to the topic, I really wanted to go and let you guys know what happened in my situation from my first video that I posted on estrangement, parental estrangement. What happened to me once I surrendered to what was at the time. This incredible peace came over me. This peace that surpasses all understanding. And I didn't know how it was going to work out. I didn't know if it was going to work out, but I had a very positive outlook that it would work out. And I told you guys I wasn't really very patient. And clearly it was a time where I needed to not hound anybody. I needed to not make phone calls. And one day, well, let me get started on the makeup. I'm going to put my hair back here. Let me put on a little bit of cream. Not a lot, just a little bit. You guys can see me do the whole thing. Using my favorite primer. Probably didn't let my cream dry, but that's all right. That's okay. We're kind of gonna, this will all dry together. I wonder if there's a cream that has a primer in it. I mean, you can use cream as a primer if you want. I'm just doing this because I haven't done it on my face yet today. I haven't used this a whole lot. Let's try the Delilah. I just want to try it on a section of my face because I want to see if this will play with my face primer. This color does not look like it's my color. It's a really warm, it's really warm. It has a yellow tone to it. I should have got, I think it was called Dune. Well, it's not too bad once I rub it in. Now, I can tell if it's going to play well if it rolls, but it's not rolling. So let's use the Delilah foundation today. This is another foundation that is lovely, and it spreads really nicely. But look at, you can tell the color is not. Let's go from my jaw down here. You can see that it's not an exact match. But here's the thing with foundations. Everybody wants an exact match, right? I mean, I do. But if your foundation is not an exact match, you can color correct it with pigments. I don't want to be bothered. I really don't want to be bothered with that whole ordeal of color correcting foundation. I want what I want when I want it for foundation. Yeah, I'm going backwards today. I'm not putting my eyeshadow on first, which I really feel is the correct way to do it. Now, I did all this with my fingers. I don't even need to use my sponge. But let's take another little drop. And I'm going to take my sponge. It's very liquidy. And I'm going to pat over areas I think needs. Now, this is kind of a matte foundation, but it does have a satin finish to it. It's a satin matte, if there's even such a thing. I wouldn't say it's flat matte, and I wouldn't say it's satin. It's kind of a cross between. And this is also one of these foundations that covers, but allows some of the imperfections to shine through. So it is kind of like your skin, but a little better. And I'm not opposed to that, but I do like some of my more prominent, I don't have rosacea, but I do like some of my prominent areas where I have spots to be covered. Like this little beauty mark right here, okay? Let me try covering it and see what happens. I don't have any primer on yet. You can still see it. See, there's a sheerness to it. And I'm going to put on my eye primer. And go back to my story. I really don't think that I was supposed to put up a video today. I'm having a hard time. There we go. See this? See that? This is so hard to open. I don't like it. Now see this? This is easy to open. You just pull this little heart right here. Whoops. Make a liar out of me. You just pull this little heart right. Okay. Come on now. Come on. Play nicely. I got it open. It's just hard to do it for you guys. See, Charlotte's, oh my gosh, this has so many fingerprints on it. See Charlotte's little thingy? That opens right up. For some reason, this sticks. It's got like this little thing here, and you've got to slide your nail in there, and then you got to pull. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like I said, I'm lazy. I don't want to work too hard as far as putting on makeup. I want it to be fun, and the components make a big difference in getting ready. Or what about if you find your favorite, you find your favorite eyeshadow or your favorite blush that's drugstore, and you use it all the time, but the component is so cheap that you haven't even had it for a week and the cover breaks off. Packaging is really important. Components are really important. At least they are for me. I mean, I love the packaging of this. And right now, these are on sale for $21 on the website, Too Faced. The Cloud Crush blushes. If you guys, I understand it's not $6, but the luxury of this, if you've got a few extra dollars to spare, treat yourself to one of these. I'm making a total mess. I'm making such a mess today. I spilt my food. I got cat food in my mouth. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. I'm going to work tomorrow. So I'm not working today. It has a nice mirror. Let me clean this up for you. So when I show it to you, you don't think, oh, she's this filthy girl. Anyway, the component is so beautiful on these. They are plastic, but it's well-made plastic. It's well-made. Now, Charlotte's components, let me see. This is plastic too, but look at how beautiful the component is. Also dirty. It's just because I handle it a lot. Let me see, did I shine it up a bit for you? It's a little better. Okay, now that I have on, I like it, actually. I like that warm feeling of my skin. Let me back up. What do you guys think? It matches. Let's talk about what I came on here to talk to you guys about. And that was when I surrendered to the situation. It changed the energy of it. And it allowed the door to open. Now, people can say they've surrendered, but they don't really surrender. When you surrender to a situation, you do end up with this incredible amount of peace. And that peace carries you. It's the peace that surpasses all understanding. It carries you. And you find yourself going back to business as usual. You find yourself not thinking about it so much. You're still praying, but you've accepted what is. I'm going to use the Hourglass. Ugh. I'm going to use the Hourglass brush. I'm going to use the Hourglass blush that I've used innumerable times. It's the Luminous blush. It's the small. And that's what I'm going to put on for blush. So, but I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Okay, let's put on some eyeshadow. I think I'm going to use MAC's eyeshadow today. I don't think Natasha has a rosy color that I want to use. I'm going to put this color on right here. Don't know what that color is called. Can't tell you. And let's see, what am I going to use for a fluffy brush? I think I'll use this one. This is my Sigma. I'm getting close here. So I was working at one of my former customers' homes. And she sold a lot of things on eBay. Things that she had. She donated a lot of things. She brought a lot of things to Goodwill. But anything that was still in the package, she sold it on eBay. And when my daughter was a little girl, I bought her this doll for Christmas. And she loved this doll. She carried it everywhere. She even named the doll after our next door neighbor. And I had decided I was going to go behind this couch, which I didn't go behind all the time, to clean, and I saw these boxes. And on top was a box of the same exact doll. The same exact doll that my daughter had when she was a really, really little girl, all encased in the original box with the original clothes, hadn't been opened. So I brought it to the dining room table. I took a picture of it. I sent a message to my customer. And she said, oh, yeah, I'm selling those on eBay. And I said, well, how much do you want for it? I'd like to buy it. And she said, you take it. You can have it. I'm glad it's going to somebody that could appreciate it. I wrapped that doll up. It was my daughter's birthday. I wrapped the doll up. And I showed up at my daughter's house. Up until that point, I didn't overstep any boundaries other than calling, and didn't really get anywhere there. And the kids, my grandkids came to the door and let me in. She didn't really want to see me. And I said, I brought you a present. I would like you to open it. I know you probably don't want to talk to me. And she opened it, and it was like an icebreaker. And I was able to tell her my heart in very minimal words. And that was it. And it was really interesting because when I brought that package home, the cellophane on the box, depending when the light hit the cellophane on that box, I saw an image. And I took a picture of it with my phone to save it because I knew I wasn't seeing things. And then from what I saw in the cellophane, I sketched a picture. I went looking for it today in Google Pictures. I couldn't find it, but I know I have it somewhere. And if I can find it, I will put it in this video. When I sketched the picture, The owner of the home that I was working at told me that that picture looked exactly like her mother. And the doll was hers. And I am not going to tell you anything about the story that she told me, but I can tell you it is related to this whole topic that we have been discussing. So that was meant for me. And that was a miracle. And a year had gone by. I think I'm going to use my Harmony Alter Ego palette, which is very well used, color called Will on my eyelid. And I'm going to go over my whole entire eyelid with it. I'm going to take a bigger brush for this. And I'm just going to pat this over my eyelid. We'll do some blending afterwards. So for those of you, to finalize part 2, for those of you that find yourself in this kind of a situation, you can go on with your lives, but not give up hope and not stop praying. That's a pretty color. Okay, I'm going to go back with the MAC Mauve, blend that in with the Will plum color. This is the color that I used for my transition color. And then I had to stop what I was doing. Okay, now let's take white color right here. And I'm going to go under my eyebrow with it. It's white, but it's in the pan, but it almost has a slight pink to it when you put it on. And now I'm going to go back with this color right here. Let's see. Yep, this color. With a small brush. I'm leaving that in. And I'm going to take it under my eye. I'm going to take my blending sponge and just kind of blend that out. Pat it in. Really nice foundation. Now, if you're going to clean this up, you can go out fairly far with it. So pretty. All right, now that we have that done, I'm going to use my LYS concealer. So guys, tell me what you think. Do you still have hope? Tell me what you think. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I've got to tell you what I did. This is exciting. I bought something expensive to put in my giveaway. It's the mystery box, so I can't tell you what it is. So I'm hoping that you guys will join the giveaway. Oh, such beautiful bronzer. Really. Okay, now for the blush that I picked out. Where are you? That is pretty. You have to keep applying it though, I find, for me. But I love the luminosity of this blush. I bet I would love the palettes. I think I'm going to take this color right here with my finger and put it in the center of my eyelid, my mobile lid. with my skincare, a little bit of blush, a little bit of mascara. I really can't go anywhere without concealer. Pretty. Okay, we're going to use the Doll 10 mascara again. Let's see how it works over the eyelash primer. It's working very well because of all the little spikes on the comb. All right, you see how it's just very gentle? But I like a bold eyelash. So I'm going to put on another coat. And it does dry really quickly. Now, one of the cons of this, you might have to put in some vitamin E oil, but it does flake at the end of the day if you accidentally rub your eye. I mean, you know, sometimes mascara will flake a little bit. This flakes quite a bit. If you don't touch your eyes, you're all set. But the good thing, this mascara comes off really nicely with makeup remover. This is coat number 3. I think you will all agree that my eyelashes look good with 3 coats. Okay, my friends, be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are, because there's nobody else on the planet like you. And if you are struggling and you are going through some estrangement with an adult child, don't give up hope. But there does come a time when you need to surrender to what is and let God take care of the rest. Blessings. And there she is holding her child. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. So once you surrender, it will be time to take care of you and find things that make you happy no matter what. Because when you think about it, we are all autonomous human beings, even though we are all energetically somehow and spiritually connected. That's how it works. So when something affects one person, it affects us all. A lot of times we just don't see it, but we can feel it. Okay, my friends. Mwah. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will be back to do a card reading for next week. And I'll be using my cards that I made as well. Take care. Bye-bye.